Semyon lay on his bed, scrolling through his phone news feed late into the night. It was past midnight, and he was looking forward to tomorrow being his day off. He placed the phone on the bedside table and closed his eyes, ready to drift away into peaceful slumber. His mind began to wander, thinking about upcoming plans such as visiting parents, renewing his passport at the MFC, and other tasks. However, these thoughts were quickly dismissed as insignificant problems. Instead, he focused on memories of his second half, recalling moments from their recent meeting and chiding himself for his behavior. A childhood incident came to mind. After some time, Semyon decided it was necessary to stop dwelling on these thoughts and firmly resolved to clear his mind of any distractions. He settled into a comfortable sleeping position and prepared for another journey into dreamland. However, completely eliminating intrusive thoughts proved impossible. They became hazy and indistinct, yet sleep still seemed elusive. Suddenly, his heart raced wildly, and he realized that his dreams had been shattered. Annoyed, Semyon sat up and found relief by coughing deeply. The racing heart slowed down momentarily, but the struggle for sleep continued. 3 hours passed in a fruitless attempt to fall asleep. Along with the restlessness caused by tachycardia, new sources of irritation emerged. The ticking of the wall clock grew increasingly loud. Semyon was close to losing control when he remembered that the clocks hadn't worked properly for 3 months because of a dead battery. Initially frightened, he soon came up with an irrational explanation. Maybe something inside broke. I need to check tomorrow. 10 minutes later, a powerful cough echoed throughout the room. Frightened by this sound, which terrified him even more than the clock ticking, Semyon's heart pounded harder. Rationalization failed to calm him down. Convinced that he would never sleep, he reached for his phone, which had been lying on the bedside table since earlier. As he felt around for the device, Semyon accidentally knocked it off the table, causing it to crash onto the floor. Startled, he groped for the fallen phone in the darkness. Unable to locate it, he turned on the bedroom light. Disappointment set in as he searched unsuccessfully for the missing device. The sound of the clock stopped. The vibrating phone on the floor signaled an incoming call. Semyon hesitated before deciding to ignore it. With a sense of unease, he returned to his previous attempts to fall asleep. He woke up sometime after lunch the next day, picked up the fallen phone, and saw one missed call from an unknown number. Curiosity got the better of him despite the fear he experienced during the previous night. However, Semyon ultimately chose not to investigate further. All he cared about now was checking the clock. Upon entering the kitchen, Semyon removed the clock from the wall and laid it on the couch to change the batteries. As soon as he opened the back cover, everything went black, and he collapsed unconscious. Semyon woke up again in the middle of the night, lying on his bed. The phone on the floor buzzed with activity. His heart raced once more. Despite his fear, Semyon made the decision to answer the unknown caller. "Do not touch the clocks," a mechanical voice warned on the other end of the line. It was already too late. Semyon's eyes rolled back, and his heart beat furiously. The following day, Semyon's loved ones grew concerned upon discovering him lifeless in his apartment. Upon arriving at the scene, they noticed that his gaze was fixed on a spot on the ceiling. From the kitchen, the sound of the clock ticking could be heard. If you enjoyed reading my retell of Semyon's eerie encounter, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more engaging stories. Your support helps me continue creating content for you to enjoy. Feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I always appreciate hearing from my readers. Let's keep the conversation going.